Hello and welcome. This is Sandy. It is I, the great and powerful Sandy. Just kidding. It's Sandy from Needs a Ribbon. We're here for Thursdays. Let's get together, which I am honestly, genuinely, you guys, I look forward to these. I genuinely do for a lot of reasons. And well, I can't see comments and comment interactively because of my setup. Know that I do pay attention. Just checking. I can kind of see um, that I'm on. And so tonight, for our Let's Kit Together, we are doing the birthday sparkle kit. Now, I will give you a heads up. My Let's Kit Together that is currently scheduled for March some date. The last Thursday in March. That'd be the 28th. March 28th. I may have to bump that to an earlier time because it is church season. It's Maundy Thursday for those that celebrate Christianity, and I really would kind of like to go to that service. Anyway, I'm a little late because I was trying to find, I have a bone folder and I have a take your pick tool that I normally keep in my little video area. That silence there would say, no idea where they are. I have a toolbox that I use at my crafting table where I do all my creative stuff. And I will not show it. I will show a before and after at some point. It's bad. It is like a year or more in need of reorganization. And hopefully you can hear me. My microphone says it's on and working, so let's hope that is true. I'm going to go ahead and start opening. Tonight we're doing the birthday sparkle kit, and hopefully I grabbed the right kit. I've been known to make those boo-boos. And I have a new thing. When my husband and I were recently at IKEA, rather than me just dumping all my garbage willy-nilly without looking to my garbage that's always to the right of me, I'm going to use this and then dump that in the garbage. The reason being is the amount of dimensional backs that end up and glue dot backs that end up after I do these Let's Kit Together all over the place is ridiculous. So I'm going to try a different method. If I don't like it, it's a cute little dish. I might have had something else like this, around the house, but I wanted something that if for some reason I were to knock it and break it, I wouldn't cry about it. I have some beautiful, more vintage, probably antique crystal dishes that would work too, but my fear over when I start flinging my arms around and sending that flying is pretty real. So hopefully I grabbed the right kit. Yes, I did. I know it's the birthday card kit that's gold and shiny. I couldn't never. It's one of those where if you're not new around here, you know that I don't peek. I grab these kits, whether it's paper pumpkin, whatever, and I really don't peek outside of scheduling the class or ordering it if it's something I have to order or whatever. That's it. I set it and forget it. And I do that for a lot of reasons because then I feel I can be more real with you guys when I do these. And you can learn from me and we can learn from each other. So yeah, I wasn't entirely. Anyway, long story short. So we're doing the birthday sparkle kit tonight. It says it's one set. It's item 163865 in the US. That's 163865 item number in the US. Just says it includes one. I don't know. I think it's 8 cards. I don't really remember. I write up my little announcement, and again, okay, good. It comes with a block. I grabbed a block. I actually tried to plan a little bit tonight. I actually always plan, but oh, yep, this is definitely the right kit. Okay, that's right. It makes 6 cards and 6 tags. I really like. I know I say this, and I kind of feel like I'm on repeat. But I genuinely mean it. I really like the direction that Stampin' Up! Is taking our kits. I genuinely do. So it's not just always cards. I like that the last paper pumpkin had little bunny treat boxes, you know, other things. Cards are great. I'm not going to say cards are easy, but I've been doing cards for years. I like to do more 3D type stuff. So let's go ahead and take a look at I really like the colors in this. So, I like to flip over to the back and then let's take a look. So contains supplies for 6 cards and 6 envelopes and 6 tags. So 666. Sorry, I didn't mean anything by that. Please don't bleep me, internet. Basic white, crumb cake, early espresso, gold, and craft are the colors in here. Great combo. See, that's one thing that I take away from kits because they've tried the color combinations, they've tested them and found that there's something about them. That's one of my takeaways from our kits is our color combinations that are often included might help push. Sorry, it's coffee time because Thursday night's the night I drive people all over the place. And I have a bug in my coffee. That's attractive. It's gone. It was actually, I'm not sure if it was a bug or grounds. It might have been grounds, but in any case, it didn't need to be there. But yeah, one thing that I take away from kits is layouts. Another thing that I can take away from kits is color combinations. And don't forget, you always, with our stamped kits, you always get these great stamp sets. So this stamp set, we'll kind of use that. I'm going to take this off. It's time to start breaking into this bad boy. And I just looked up. I have a clock that I keep so I can keep an eye on time while I do these. The battery's been dead on there for over a year. It permanently says 4:43. And so, yeah, that's helpful. Really helpful. I just need to reach up and put a new battery in it. So few things in our house actually use like an alkaline battery anymore. The very few, timepieces we have might be the only one that we have in the house that requires a battery that isn't like on a microwave or a this or that. I'm not sure. Our stove one doesn't work because our stove is from 1962. I'm going off my rails today. So anyway, the stamp sets. This is a stamping kit. Includes a stamp that says Happy Cake Day. I like the script in that. Just fun. It's not super casual and not super formal either. I like that. I actually really do kind of like that. We have polka dots and stripes and a stamp that says yay, some little confetti, a straight line here, probably for balloons, and it's your birthday. So don't forget with these kits, it's a great way to start building stamp sets. It really is. So we've looked at the stamp set, we've looked at the back. These are our broken down pieces. Since this is not a paper pumpkin kit, I know I'm trying to see how they did these directions because nope, they didn't break them down. Sometimes oh, here we go. That's our flip up. So this is what I was looking for. It just depends on where they put it. So on the one flap, interior flap, they break down what pieces go with project 1, 2, 3, and 4. 3 and 4 because we have 2 different style of tags, 3 of each. And 3 of each card. And I would already looking at this mix and match. Wow, I haven't seen a block wrapped in plastic in forever. And yes, actually, I do recycle plastic like that. We're pretty environmental around here. It just goes in your standard bag recycling if you have that. So let's take a look. Let's break this down. Let's make a mess. Oh my gosh, that is really hard to see, but there are, they're peel-offs. There are little balloons on there, little streamer type things. Glue dots, I know we're going to need those. Dimensionals, we'll put that aside with our adhesive. this envelope, we get 3. Oh, we get all the same envelope for all of them. That's fine. They're gorgeous. They're really pretty. I wouldn't break, like I sometimes suggest, I would not break these down. I would use them as is. So here's our card bases. So we probably want to make kind of our piles as best as we can right now, because I find that's easier. So for card 1, we need the gold foil outline 1. For card 2, we need this lined one. And I'm going to go ahead and, because we're only putting 1 each, you can put the rest together on your time. I'll show you how to do 1. And if you want to do alternates with the others, knock yourself out. Share them with me. I'd love to see what you do. Truly. So we have lots more pieces. There's a lot of pieces in this kit. Okay, so I'm not going to break. Trying to look at how to do this. Last week's kit really stumped me for several minutes. Freaked me out. So we need 1 of these for card 2. It looks like there's an overlay. Put the rest aside. Card 1, we need the polka dot, and it's not really vanilla. I don't know. It's not white either, but okay. We need that. And I think we're going to put the rest aside. I think we will. I'm looking at it and I'm like, yeah, that's going to mean a lot of little pieces floating around and likely to get lost. So let's go ahead and open our instructions to card 1. Let's get our block ready. Let's get our ink pad ready. If you're already ahead of me, you do you. I'm actually happy for you. This is the weekly time of week when Sandy tries to eviscerate her fingers. Jesus. I need to come up with a better way to get these open. I really do. It's the one thing in life that really, crafting wise, kind of trips me up. And I know I probably shouldn't have my scissor open, but there's got to be a better way to get these open. If someone knows, please let me know. Because last thing I want to do is really bleed on camera. How about that? Yes. Success. Yay. So I got that open with only minimal. It's not bleeding. Just looks like it. So, wow, we've got a lot of stamping in this one. Okay, so we're going to be mounting and unmounting various stamps. I'm going to not necessarily do their order. And already looking at the kit, there's a reason for that. So I'm going to take my balloon stem. I assume that's what it is. It looks like that's what it should be. And that's not going to work. I think we're going to do this the other way and lay this such that, yep, that makes it so it lays straight. Because sometimes these photopolymer, even the rubber ones, can get crooked wonky like that did. That's part of why I want that grid line to follow. That's good. If it's not perfectly straight, it's a balloon string. Balloon strings don't normally, so I'm prepping it. Yep. So it looks like our first stamping thing is to stamp 3 stems on this polka dot piece. Oh, I don't know if I've ever had a stamp that skinny. Yep, we want it in portrait. I'm going to just kind of give it some grid stuff here to, actually that's pretty darn, that's great, because then my middle, that 8 is kind of the, we want it down toward the bottom. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever had a stamper. It's been years since I've had a stamp that skinny. It actually makes me mildly nervous because it's so easy for them to roll, and we want to put one by it. This is one of those times where if I were just stamping this, I'd probably freehand draw the stems, honestly. And if you want to be super even with your balloons, you could count over little polka dots, but we're not going to do that. We're going to freehand that. And if you watched me before, you know I wash my stamps after. I put them on the cover sheet here so I know what needs to be washed. So we need the It's Your Birthday next. And I'm going to guess this doesn't have to be super square. I'm going to put that aside so I don't drop anything on it. It looks like we're going to stamp on a big white round balloon right there. So lining it up on your block isn't necessarily going to lead you to a more straight stamping experience. Yep, making sure you want to stamp that on your white balloon. And while that dries gently, I'm going to pop that off my sheet. So this is a very stampy kit. And I'm going to assume we're done with this, but we don't know. So next up we need some craft or crumb cake balloon pieces right here. And we need a polka dot one. And I'm going to kind of square that balloon. You can see that. I am just checking to make sure it's going to, that looks good. Yeah, it looks like the stamp will go over the edges of the balloon a little bit to give it a more realistic look. And give that a little prep. Ink that up. Ink up your polka dots. And don't forget, you'll be doing this 3 times if you're putting the whole kit together as advertised. And if you're just joining me, this is Sandy with Needs a Ribbon. And we're doing a Let's Kit together. And where we work on either one of one of Stampin' Up's great kits, whether you don't have to do what I'm working on, you can do your own thing. By all means, I encourage that. Or just any craft that you're in the mood to work on. So now we need to stamp the stripes on the balloon. Now it's going to be, already looking at this, it's your choice if you want your stripes to be perfectly perpendicular or square to the balloon, or if you want them at a diagonal. Personal choice. I personally, I'm going to, because my little balloon stem is there, I'm going to stamp them at a slight angle. I like that look better. There we go. So we stamped, they were saying we had 3 things to stamp, 3 or 4. We stamped our stems, we stamped that, we stamped that, we stamped that. Okay, we are done with stamping. I'm going to go ahead and pop these out. Put the rest of my sheet away. And so that's all step 1. Step 2, we are grabbing our, oh, there's some fun stuff in here. Those look like toothpicks. I'm not sure what they are. Oh, they probably are. We are grabbing our baker's twine, our early espresso striped baker's twine, and trying to find the little end. And since this is a craft kit, not or a card kit, but not a paper pumpkin kit. Sorry. I mention this every time. Our instructions come with imperial and metric, and we need 6 inches or 15.24 centimeters. So that's not much. Oh, I see. Okay, we're only doing a little bow. So step 2, we cut our string, twine. We need to grab our dimensionals and flip over our balloons, all of them, looks like, and put 2 dimensionals on the big white one. And for those that are new, those open hexagonal shapes mean use your dimensionals, and when it's, you know, a solid image on the, that's actually the back side, means you flip it over upside down. Just so you know, sometimes it'll show an image, and that means we put the adhesive on the forward facing piece. But I'm just trying to help you interpret the instructions, because that's just the way that they do them. And so they're recommending that we, put this little bow together with a glue dot. I think we'll hold off on that, because the next step, we need to grab our polka dot piece that we've stamped the stems on. Let's see, I'm already getting inky. And put our stripe balloon over that one. I kind of wished I'd stamped over a little bit more, but it's okay. You know, you could even do that. You could even, you know, you don't have to do them square as they have them pictured. And then take our, actually, you know what? I don't have to scoop these into oblivion anymore. Yes! It's the little thing. Trust me, it really is. So we're going to position this up a little higher. The It's Your Birthday balloon. And I'm going to put a glue dot. They don't tell you how to do this, but this is my methodology. Having done pretty much every kit that we've had in the last few years, and most of them in years past, I'm going to go ahead and put my glue dot down like that. Peel off the backing already. And they just want you not to tie a knot, because they're not giving you enough baker's twine, but to kind of lay one out. I really don't like it when they do this. I always want to put a knot in stuff, but I get it. I do. Cute. Okay, so we've done everything in step 2 for card 1. We're going to flip over our polka dot piece now. Flip it completely over, and we need to put 5 dimensionals on the back. 1 in the middle and 1 in the 4 corners, 1 in each corner. Okay. And peel our dimensional backings off. Yeah, I like this bowl idea. So it's a portrait-oriented card. And you know what? This is what I don't like. This is the way I do it. Some people prefer to do their folding after everything is put together. I don't. And I happen to know that this craft, they call it crumb cake, but it's really craft paper, is very stiff. And that's why I like to burnish my side score head. So then we're going to center that. That is really cute. It's simple, but it's really cute. Dang. Okay, so that's card 1. Card 2. Oh, nope. Nope, nope, nope. We need to add, I almost missed that. It's not real obvious either. I guess we should have done that in step 2. And there's no little embellishments, no. So on this sheet, this glimmer, gold glimmer, there are 3 little like tassel pieces in gold. So we're to tuck that as we wish. They're self-adhesive underneath our white balloon. Okay, so now we're done with card 1. Card 2, we are, looks like we're going to get started on the card base right away. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and avoid the rush and burnish right away. Yep, much better. So I'm going to open that up just because it's flatter on the table. So while I thought these were little balloons, they're flames. They're not. They're little flames. You can barely see them probably on the camera. So we need to put these little, is that the right way? Nope. They go the, don't laugh at me. They go the other way. So the point is up. They're like little teardrops. So you want to repeat that 3 times for all of your cards. This is a really cute kit, you guys. Genuinely cute kit. I'm really liking this color combo and I may play with it. Okay, so we put our flames on. Oh, that's okay. We need to do some stamping. Happy Cake Day. Oh my gosh, I know who I'm sending one of these to. She doesn't watch my lives, so she won't hear this. My daughter, plus she's not on Facebook. My daughter, when she was very, very young, she started calling, birthday cakes and all that happy cakes, because anytime we had cake, it was a happy occasion. And we now only call them happy cake. I think that will stick with us for the rest of our lives. So we need to do that. We're going to stamp that on a... So the instructions are a little more, well, they're not quite all over the place with this. So we need to stamp the Happy Cake Day. So absolutely, I'm sending this to her. Oh my gosh. I'm in love. I think I just hit a new euphoria with this kit. So we need to stamp the Happy Cake Day on the double pointed in pennant thing, banner. Ink up our Happy Cake Day. And remember, do this 3 times if you're putting the kit together the right way. Actually, I don't have to send her one of the cards. I just need to make her something with the stamp set. That would be even better. Okay, so we also need to take our little confetti stamp, which I buried. And prep that. And I'm going to go ahead and pull that off. Set it aside carefully, trying not to touch it because on this paper, the ink takes a few more seconds to dry. So we need to take and stamp the confetti on either side somewhere of our cake on the front of our card. And we'll, again, reminder, you'll do that 3 times. So let's do a little rotation. And they're picturing 3 little confetti stamps. Do as many as you want. I'd say knock yourself out. Go with what you feel like. Don't have to do what the kit says. I do because that's how I'm showing you. I'm going to put my block aside and all of that. So that's how the front of your card should look like now. I've got wet fingers. That will be covered up. So we've done step 1. We've done everything. Yep, boop, boop. Stamped, put our little flames on. Really cute. Step 2, we need 8 inches of, I'm just not going to unfurl my instructions. I'm going to cheat a little bit and use my grid paper. My apologies if that throws you off, but so we need 8 inches of baker's twine this time. And we need to bring in our Happy Cake Day. Flip that over. And those solid circles mean glue dots. So we're going to put glue dots on the back of our Happy Cake Day greeting. And we need, and this is where I'm highly confused. I need to dig around in here a little bit more. I see it. So there is a sheet that doesn't have the glimmer stuff. It's just foil, gold foil. So you want one of these pieces for behind the greeting on card 2. Very pretty. And according to our instructions, we're going to flip it upside down and we're going to put 2 dimensionals behind it. And again, there is a darn good reason why I have these Let's Kit Togethers after kits like this where you kind of have to cipher things out. And okay, so we're in step 2 here. Hold on, I'm going to have to cough. Crunch. Hold on. Hopefully I put the microphone far enough away where that wasn't too loud. I'm sorry if it didn't work out. So it looks like what we do is we still work with the greeting, the Happy Cake Day, upside down. We need to take off our glue dot backing, and we're going to press our, I'm going to work with this right side up for a reason. It'll be easier to see instead of seeing white on white. We want to press that and center that over the gold foil strip. Much easier. And then, okay, yep, we use another glue dot to make, we're going to put a glue dot in. So they're saying upside down, it's on the left side, so it must go on the right. Yep, when it's finished. Working with the opposites idea sometimes bamboozles me. So we want to take and put a glue dot on the left side of this flipped over. And we're going to do another one of those fake bows. You know, I find it's actually easier to do it like that, put a loop. Everybody has their way. That seems to work for me if you saw that. Kind of lay it out so the tails even up. Make sure it's all over the glue dot. Press it in. Yep, that's on. We're going to flip this over. Actually, we're going to set it aside. That's all for step 2. Okay. Step 3, we need to bring in this piece. So it looks like, and I don't know, but this is extra for you to have fun with. You could stamp on that. And we're going to take the gold foil side and flip it over, blank side up. So back side up. And we're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 dimensionals on the back side. So 3 on each short side. And then 1 on the top and bottom in the middle. So like that. Okay. So it looks like They don't say, but it looks like we can go ahead and put that on our card front now. Okay. Again, this is part of why I do the kit togethers. They're easy kits. This kit seems easy. It's just got a lot of little steps that, unless you understand how to interpret, they're just pictograph instructions. I really like my bowl. Can I say that again? Really like my bowl. So we want to center this over the top of our card front. That looks good. Press that on. And we want to take the backing off of our greeting. And we're going to put that centered on the bottom here. Get it back up so you can see it. And do I have any tips for centering? Yes, actually. It looks like that. Okay, they're going way. Okay. They're. Sorry. It kind of centers over the gold foil on the bottom directly. So there we go. So that is card 2. Very cute. I like the layout too. So project 3 and 4 are our little tags or cupcake holders or whatever they are. I'm not sure yet. So we're on the final page of instructions. We need to grab our, I assume that's frosting. We'll just assume that it's supposed to be frosting. How about that? And bring that over, and they have gentle lines going through them. So they're frosting blobs. And we need to grab our Yay stamp. And hold on. Yes, I just used my clean pants to clear my Yay, and I'm going to just get that prepped. Yep. So it's funny, you do enough of these kits, especially the stamping kits that include a block, you end up with a lot of extra blocks. Kind of wild. I'm not arguing the point, I'm just merely pointing that out. So it looks like we stamp in between the stripes, the faint stripes on the frosting. Yay! Okay, and I'm going to peel that off and set that aside. So that's step 1. Step 1, nope, we're not done with step 1. Looks like we need to grab somewhere. We need to grab one of these gold foil stars, punch that out, and we need to put a glue dot. I need to flip it upside down because we're seeing white, and put a glue dot on the back, right in the middle. Well, mine's kind of in the middle. It's good enough. We're going to grab one of these toothpick looking things. I think that's what they're saying. Yes. So I'm working on this part of step 1. So we need to take the backing off our glue dot now and place that in our conveniently located bowl. Wait a minute. Okay. I'm just flipped out briefly because I'm not sure if there's supposed to be 2 pointed or 1 pointed. They're double pointed. You know what? I don't like that. I want the laser cut wood. Yeah, that's much prettier than flipping it the other way. So we're going to do that. We need to mount the star on our stick. We've stamped. So step 1. Step 2, going over here, we're going to flip our little cupcake frosting over, and we need to put 2 dimensionals on there toward the outside. And we need to grab a cupcake base, or literally like the foil you use on cupcakes, And we're going to flip that over. I'm working on step 2 here. And we need 2 dimensionals toward the bottom, I guess. Before I start assembling, we need 6 inches of our baker's twine. I'm going to cheat and just use my grid paper because it's here rather than use my instructions. It's just easier. So we have that. So we put dimensionals here, we put dimensionals here, we've cut this. So then let's go ahead, and it looks like we stick. There's a slight slit cut in the, might be easier to see this way, in the cupcake, the frosting. And I'm finding already, turn it this way rather than stick it in flat. It's just going to slide in easier. Is there another? Nope, that's it. It's just going to go in easier with the smooth sides, and then rotate it as you need. So it comes in like this. Dang, that's cute. And we need to put a little glue dot behind there. To hold that stick from flinging all over. Like that. You can see that. So it'll look like this when you're done. Adjust how far out you want your star. And how do these stick together? What am I missing, you guys? What did I mess up? I've done something. I know it. And see, there they have a little... Oh! Jeez. This is what I'm missing. It's not... This is why I have these lists kept together for people like me. So there's this whole craft or crumb cake cutout piece that we attach all this to. Oh my gosh. Tricky. It's very tricky. This is why I have them for people like me. Tricky trick. Okay, so we're going to put that. I'm going to bring this a little closer to me. Sorry, it's just easier. So we want to put that down like that. And we can pull out our little goober. And now we want to put our gold foil cupcake wrapper, or fake paper wrapper, down. And what do we do? I guess we tie this. I'm going to advise not tying this in case you decide to tie this tag onto something. I think for the sake of tonight, I'm going to just do a loose knot, a loose slip knot. So I can, but you see what I mean? I wouldn't finish it or anything until you know what you're going to do with that. So there's tag 1. Very cute. Tricky on this. That was not real obvious in the instructions. Oh, I'm sweating now. So now we need to grab It's Your Birthday. Happy birthday. We need to grab a stamp that we've already dirtied, and it's probably going to dirty my hands, but that's okay. Get that mounted up. So step 1, we want to ink that up. The It's Your Birthday stamp. And we want one of these fat rectangle pieces. We're going to stamp that on there. Nope, that's right. There we go. And I'm going to gently push that out so I don't rub the ink as it dries. So that's step 1. Step 2. Oh, what trickery do you have, Stampin' Up? So step 2, we need to candles. Okay, I saw those. This is why I didn't start separating out pieces. So we need, from this sheet, the early espresso sheet, we need one of these scalloped edge rectangles, and we'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there are 6. My eyes are tricking me. We need 2 early espresso stripy candles per tag, and it looks like we need this tag piece with the kind of fireworky thing on it. Punch out that hole. So we stamped step 2. We're going to take and flip our early espresso scallop piece over, and it says we need 2 dimensionals behind there. 1, 2. And behind our stamped greeting, we need to flip that over and put 2 glue dots. And don't forget, you'll have to do these all 3 times each. We're putting the kit together as advertised. We need to put 2 glue dots behind each of our little candles. So flip those upside down. Okay, we need 6 inches of our baker's twine. Again, I'm going to cheat and just use my grid paper here just to be more expeditious, but you are welcome if all you have handy is your directions, because those have the measurements on there in imperial or metric, depending on your situation. Now I'm sitting here staring at this. And we're going to need some of our little candle flames. So I'll bring that over. So where are we at? I think we can start building our tag. I'm going to flip the early espresso scallop piece over and our stamped greeting. I'm going to take the glue dots off the back of my stamped greeting. And we're going to position that top to bottom centered. And I believe it goes completely side to side. So yep, like that. And I'm going to go ahead and put that down on my tag, because it looks like it'll be easier to get this down so you can get the positioning for the little candles. And this goes toward the bottom, centered, or edge to edge. Now you want to take off the glue dot backing on your little candles, which are so cute. And we're going to stick one down in there. And we're going to put the other one down. At some kind of fun angle. I see where they're going with that. They want you to, so your flames go in the middle of basically the fireworks. I say you do you on that. So mine goes a little higher, and I'm okay with that. I want a little more of that candle showing, actually. Like that. But they're still in the background. Now we have this little string, and I'm guessing what they're saying by the picture, and I think I'm going to go ahead and do that this time. You could use it to tie it on, or you could just do one of these. Don't know knot names. Double slip knot? I don't know. I learned all these knots in Girl Scouts. I've forgotten the names because I haven't had to think about them since the dinosaurs roamed the earth. So I would push that toward the bottom, and then you have this cute little tag. And that's it. that was a lot of instructions in a kit, honestly. It's cute. I'd say it's worth it. But so we have, let's start envelopes. So we can take a look at the whole kit together. Like to do that. Burnish the folds on the envelopes. And I'm going to go ahead and pick up some of my stray mess, or my cat will, while I'm cleaning up, come and walk across it. So we have card 1, card 2, tag 1, tag 2. Really, really stinking cute, you guys. Genuinely. Not just saying that because I'm paid to, because I'm not paid to. Really cute kit. I don't know. I think it's the colors in the kit. It's a neutral. It's good for anybody. Good for any age, really. And there's our project for tonight. Let's get together. It is the birthday sparkle, and it's really more than a card kit. It's not a craft kit, but it's cards and tags. Get yours today. And I hope you've enjoyed this edition of Let's Kit Together, and we'll see you hopefully next week. I plan on being here next week, but my husband and I are on vacation. And if I have to reschedule that one, then I do. But right now I plan on being here, and I can't remember what it is. Anyway, thank you for joining me. This has been Sandy with Needs a Ribbon. And thank you for this edition, joining me on this edition of Let's Kit Together. We'll see you. Bye.